Logitech and Tencent Games announce a partnership to announce handheld cloud gaming.
Yeah,
Very interesting thought to this one.
I know. I thought so too.
Obviously, handheld, and when I say mobile in this context, I'm talking about mobile rendered gaming, a la the Steam Deck, and PC gaming, not iPhone and Android mobile gaming. Not App Store controlled, walled garden
Right.
kind of things. I'm talking about more enthusiast gaming.
Right.
Not that Farmville's not enthusiast, but it's not the games I'm talking about. Anyway, Tencent is always kind of active in the market trying to buy different properties, different game studios. They at one point tried to buy Take-Two, owners of Rockstar. And now it seems they are partnering with Logitech G, Logitech's gaming wing, to create a service to compete with Xbox Cloud Gaming, GeForce Now, Google Stadia, when Stadia existed, etc. And so, kind of the thing that I like to do, which is decentralized AAA gaming or cloud gaming. And there's not a lot of information in this. This is all just marketing speak. We're going to bring a paradigm shift to the industry and shake up the status quo. Like, that's how this whole thing reads.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting that these two companies in particular are getting involved in this, because Logitech has never traditionally been an infrastructure or a software company. They've always been a hardware company.
Yeah.
And I've said this a couple of times, at least in jest to my friends, but it's kind of true. I can get peripherals from just about any company if I reach out and ask, except Logitech. I've asked Logitech a dozen times and they've never wanted to work with me. So I buy my own Logitech peripherals. Like, if I'm buying a gaming mouse, I buy Logitech. I've never been let down by one. But that's the company that I know them as. I know Logitech does a lot of sponsorships for e-gaming, for competitive gaming, but e-gaming, sorry, for gaming competitions, competitive gaming.
Competitive gaming.
There we go.
E-gaming.
The phrase was in there somewhere. Just had to chisel that out of the marble. But them diving into more of a software realm is not really what they're known for, although Tencent is a developer of a number of different mobile games, MMOs, different gaming services, that kind of thing. But like I said, kind of an interesting partnership, just my gut reaction.
Well, my thought is that because it's an advanced handheld cloud gaming, it means that I think Logitech is going to come out with a device.
And that could be what it is.
Because it's very, very similar to the Steam Deck right there.
Right.
So and then it's going to be running Tencent's software.
Yeah. I mean, you could also go like the Ein Odin or something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be a not really Steam Deck, level power, where it's got, a Ryzen 5 CPU and Vega 8 graphics and things like that. Something more akin to this, where this is running a Snapdragon 845 and Android. But this would make an excellent thin client or a streaming client for a wireless service.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. I'm kind of curious to see what develops out of this, if something develops out of this. If something good develops out of this.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of... Logitech's never really built... Controller-wise, they're going to be fine. As far as the rest of the internals, that's kind of, that's a new trail for them to blaze.
That is. Because, with mice, keyboard, like you said, controllers, I still have one of their original Xbox controllers.
Oh, yeah.
It works great. I still use it to this day. In fact, sometimes I prefer it.
Yeah.
But those are vastly simpler than, creating a device with with electronic innards and everything like that,
Right.
and to make it work great. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they put out. Although the article did not say when or any prediction when
or what or particular there's no like I said, this is all marketing speak. Logitech G's leadership in PC and console gaming gear make them an ideal partner to help us realize the vision of bringing a better gaming experience to gamers around the globe. That's the whole.
Yeah, it's just fluff. It's just marketing fluff. They probably have some plans already. They're just not telling anybody, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they have an end game in mind, but
yeah, I'm sure this is all just marketing clout to get people salivating and talking about it and getting their name out there.
Yeah,
but who knows? I mean, there's been several times where things have been announced, and there's been put a lot of hype behind it, and even prototype pictures and stuff like that, and then canceled.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. What was it? Way back in I want to say mid 2000s, there was the Phantom console. Do you remember that?
Phantom console. I do remember rumblings about that.
There was because it was supposed to be a PC console that will run PC games, and it was console based and stuff like that. And they're pushing it. There's promos for it everywhere, and all of a sudden, boop, nothing.
There was the Steam Machine in 2012 from Alienware with mobile Kepler graphics.
Yep. Well, I think they actually put out a few of those units.
They did put out some of those units, but
they're gone now. They're just no.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Ouya put out some units technically too. They sold about 200,000 units.
That's true. That's true.
But hardly any to their actual Kickstarter backers.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be great to sell a device to I was actually just watching MVG, Modern Vintage Gamer, just did a little expose on Ouya as some homebrew communities have brought the console back to life after Razer, who acquired all of their assets in 2019, shuttered the service, eventually turning the Ouya console into bricks because every single title had online DRM authentication. And so as soon as the service went away, you couldn't use anything on the Ouya. You could power it on, but you couldn't launch an application. Well, they've reverse engineered it and they have a new platform for it. But it was kind of interesting to hear that Ouya raised $8.5 million in capital on Kickstarter. They're still one of the largest Kickstarters that's ever taken place. And they took the Kickstarter money, they built a bunch of units, they then sent the units to retail and sold all the units, and hardly ever fulfilled the Kickstarter backers. And then bye, we're gone now. So
see you later.
Wouldn't it be great to sell 200,000 units but make enough money as if you had sold 400,000 of them?
Yeah.
It's kind of what happened.
Basically, yeah.